that's caused all the problems.
Right.
It's used in so many pharmaceuticals now that you're getting this from a lot of different sources. There's probably nobody on the planet who isn't being exposed.
Right.
Because the CFCs, as I tell you, the hole in the ozone is being created by this stuff. So it's coming down as acid rain on all of us.
Yeah.
And then unleaded petrol produces hydrogen fluoride out of the back end of the car. So you've got an awful lot of exposure to this without taking it in your toothpaste or taking it in your drinking water.
So again, we're back to the idea that, okay, we end up in a situation where you can never protect yourself 100% against this, but what you can do is you can yourself avoid it as much as possible, and that means that your immune system either is going to be able to handle it, take care of it, or in some other way you can flush it out with the. Again, if you take a good calcium, what do you call
supplement.
it? Yeah, exactly. Supplement. You help to clean the body from its toxins, helps to clean you from the mercury, from fluoride, things like that. That helps.
It all helps, and you're where you are. You're forced to do that now, because if you don't start taking the precautionary approach to this, you don't be surprised when you do start having bone problems, or you do start having joint problems, or you do start having the onset of other conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, and even skin rashes if you're washing in this stuff. So you're going to get exposed anyway, so you might as well reduce your exposure as much as you can for the things you can control, because there's things you can't control, like traffic pollution and so on, that you're going to get exposed to anyway.
Yeah.
And you still need to put pressure on your politicians to make sure this never comes back, even in Sweden or wherever you live.
Yeah.
Because they are always pushing to get this in somewhere else.
They are, and that's why awareness is that's the key to this, so that even the people going in and deciding on these kinds of laws, whether to put it in or take it out, whatever, that they have the correct information about this, so that they can make the proper, choices here. That's what this is about,
Yes, and you see, I'm not stopping anybody from getting fluoride. If you want to, you can eat the fluoride, the toothpaste tube, if you want.
Sure,
I'm not stopping it.
Sure.
So it's freely available to you.
Yeah.
But what I do think is it shouldn't be mandatorily forced on people.
That's
right. Certainly, if
right.
they're going to give you this stuff, they should tell you about the side effects.
Exactly. That was absolutely right. Hey, Walter, listen, we need to round things up here for this segment, but I do want to ask you as the last question here, last couple of minutes or minute, what kind of toothpaste do you use? One without fluoride? I mean, there are a few different brands out there. Are they all as good? What do you think? Is there anything that you'd recommend or not?
Well, I know we get one here at the house, Walida. It's a German one, and it's I think it's even organic, but it doesn't have fluoride in it. There's other ones that you can get as well. You have to go to a health food store for the most part to get non-fluoridated toothpaste.
Right.
But it's readily available. And certainly the Walida one, there's one that the kids, it's a red tube that the kids like, the flavor of. I mean, there are other ones out there, quite a list of them.
Yeah.
But you don't get them in the normal supermarkets.
Exactly. You
really have to go to a health food store to get it.
Health food store.
But it's well worth the trip.
Exactly, and read the labels thoroughly so you know what's going on there, because in some cases they have it in the health food store, but I've encountered that some of them actually are also fluoridated, so you need to really pay attention and read the fine print,
Yes, you do. And even, I remember there's a manufacturer in America who does one non-fluoridated brand, I think it's Tom's of Maine, but he does a whole bunch of them that are fluoridated.
Exactly.
So, you have to check every label to make sure that you're buying one that is non-fluoridated.
That's right. Okay, Walter, we need to run things up here for this time, but again, I want to thank you very much for coming on the program and sharing your research and information with us. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
The last message you sent said I looked really down, that I ought to come over and talk about it. Well, I wasn't down, I just wasn't smiling at you, yeah.